Prior to the pandemic, my work computer was a 27-inch iMac, which sounds pretty good, but it was a 2011 iMac. Yes, it was 10 years old, and even a couple years ago, it was starting to show its age. Now that I was working from home, I was starting to use my personal computer, so I had my 2017 MacBook Pro, and then eventually I got the M1 Mac Mini. Now that we're about to go back into the office, I requested for a new computer, so I got the M1 MacBook Air. Yes, I got a MacBook Air. About 10 months later, it was released. Now that I did, Apple can now announce their M1X or M2 chip line of computers. You're welcome, everyone. This is my unboxing of the M1 MacBook Air. Let's get into it. Okay, so here it is. This is the M1 MacBook Air, and I'm going to do a quick unboxing of this. I am recording this on my M1 Mac Mini, so now I have two M1 machines, which is nice. Thinking about getting another Mac Mini eventually for the living room, especially as we do more Zoom meetings or virtual things. So anyway, but let's get into the unboxing of this guy here. True Apple fashion, even everything is easier here, including the plastic. There's a little tab to get it out of the way. And I'm going to try not knocking over my camera while I do this or bumping into it. So I apologize if there's a little bit of shake sometimes. But here we go. Let's get that out of the way. And here is the MacBook Air. And this is pretty much going to be the same design as the latest ones. The last time I had it was with the previous design, so this is going to be new to me as far as design is concerned. But this time I opted in for the silver. Silver is the new thing now because even though it's an older color, everyone was getting space gray, including myself, including my MacBook Pro, and including my iPad Pro as well. But I thought I'd change it up and go back to silver. As usual, very easy to lift up. Apple just thinks of everything as far as even lifting it out of the box. So let me put this aside, of course, and let's get into what you get in the box. Let's see, first, USB-C cable. I find that the Apple USB-C cables are very high quality. This is probably USB 2.0, mainly for charging. So definitely not a Thunderbolt cable. Yeah. Let's get into documentation here. Expecting some stickers in here. It's probably in here right now as I'm starting to collect these stickers. And wow, so we get silver stickers now. I wonder how the space gray ones or the pink or the gold ones, I mean, would look. But okay. And then here is the power brick, and let's open this guy up here. This should be, as I thought, a 30-watt power brick, which I'm actually excited to use because even my old MacBook Pro, which is only a 13-inch, was a huge brick, and it was a 65-watt power brick, which is very power hungry, and it doesn't compare to the 15-inch MacBook Pro, which has an 86-watt, I believe, or 85-watt power brick. So anyway, it's kind of nice to get everything compact, and this is going to be way more powerful than my 2017 MacBook Pro. So finishing off the box, very nice, and yep, let's put that aside. Put the documentation aside and all this aside. So here we go. This is the 2020 M1 MacBook Air. This has 16 gigabytes. Let me make it right up. 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 SSD. Same specs as my M1 Mac Mini. The only difference is this is fanless. This does have the 8-core GPU as well. So this is pretty much everything the same except for the fan. And of course, my M1 Mac Mini has 2 more USB-A ports and an HDMI port, so I'll only be able to do one display through this machine. But this is mainly going to be my portable machine. This is a work machine. So I will be taking this to work whenever I go into the office. So let's undo this. And here we are. It's interesting. This is new to me in the sense of I haven't had a silver MacBook or MacBook Pro in a very long time. And of course, the last time I had a MacBook Air, this thing was a light or a glowing apple. Now it's just a mirror. I can see myself there. Yep, there we go. I can see my camera a little bit somewhere in there. It's the cable. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so let's open this thing up. I'm not going to do the whole setup here today, but a nice... Oh, and it turned right on as I opened it up. So I got the chime right away. Protective cloth here, or not protective piece of paper. And we are here. So this is the first time me using this kind of, going back to the Magic Keyboard here, I guess. Is it a Magic Keyboard? Or at least their chiclet keyboard.
English is the main language. Press the return key.
Anyway, it's speaking to me here to set up this MacBook Air. Also, I do have a fingerprint scanner here, which is very nice. And so I will be going through this whole process. The natural mouse is here. I'm going to turn that off as soon as I can. Anyway, this has been an unboxing of the M1 MacBook Air. For more videos like this and other tech reviews, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until the next one, see ya.